Shalom, Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. Welcome to another broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. I see G Chase in the building, Farador, Young Gene. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Thumb the video up on your way in. We got a current event stream for y'all today, or this evening rather. There's a lot going on in the news. There's a whole lot going on in the news, y'all. We got Brittney Griner being sentenced to nearly a decade in a Russian penitentiary. Chastity Elder, hey, you're exposed now. I see you, Lisa Marie, Tanisha Seeley. I'm glad y'all joining. Yeah, I was scrolling social media, traveling up and down those Instagram streets, and all I seen was people posting, I am BG. I am BG. I am BG. And I'm looking at it like, what the hell is going on here? It reminded me of that movie, that Malcolm X movie, where they were saying, I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. I am Malcolm X. Y'all remember? And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this and I'm like, yo, everybody is taking this personally as if that's their family member, their cousin. It's unfortunate that she got 10 years. I don't wish the penitentiary on anyone. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. The conspiracy theorist in me begin to kick in. They're treating her like she's Malcolm X. She is literally a figurehead at this moment. And through incarceration, political changes actually come forth. A lot of people don't understand that. Brittney Griner, now listen to what I'm about to say to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Brittney Griner is like the new age Nelson Mandela. I want y'all to wrap your mind around that. Brittney Griner, an individual who brought marijuana to a foreign country, who was found guilty with the intent to distribute narcotics. She was found guilty with the intent to distribute narcotics, is now being reverenced within the confines of the states as if she's Nelson Mandela. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see the agenda here? Someone who happens to be playing for a different team. We talking about the letter team, the letter group. She's almost being built up as a revolutionary, a political prisoner, if you will. That's really what I'm seeing taking place within the confines of the states. Yeah, it's a sad situation what we're looking at. It's almost like they create heroes out of these people, even if they found guilty in a court of law. And this is what I really want to point out. There's a lot going on in the news. We're going to get to the Brittney Griner news broadcast, and I'm going to react to that. But there's also a lot going on, man. For those who don't know, the 4 cops that were in the Breonna Taylor raid have been charged. And this is just as a few hours ago. This is breaking news. 4 current and former officers federally charged in raid that killed Breonna Taylor. They have been indicted, ladies and gentlemen. That is big news. It's not being talked about. I'm actually breaking it here first. Yes, for the record, the 4 current and former Louisiana, Kentucky police officers were charged Thursday with federal crimes. That's today. To the 2020 death of Breonna Taylor, the 26-year-old emergency medical technician was shot and killed by police who had carried out a nighttime no-knock warrant to storm her home while she was sleeping with her boyfriend. Believing they were intruders, her boyfriend fired 1 shot at the officer using a handgun he legally owned. The officer responded by firing 22 bullets, killing Breonna Taylor with a shot to the chest. The fatal shooting of Taylor, a Black woman, galvanized racial justice protests everywhere in the spring of 2020, or the summer of 2020, rather, following the police killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. They've been charged. Justice has been brought to the table. Although Black Lives Matter have ran her name through the mud, using her name to get money and finances. Um, I'm actually happy that justice is served, although it's unfortunate that a life was lost. Rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. I'm glad her family is able to have some sort of peace. Although Black Lives Matter pretty much didn't help this consensus, they didn't help out with the family. Although they made lots of money, at least justice is served, and those four officers are being indicted. Um, yeah, they never gave the parents a dime, never gave them a penny. That's why on newbreed.love we have a whole um, petition going around, requesting justice, requesting the receipts for all those nonprofit profit organizations, and we want to know where the funds are going. Um, and I just wanted to announce that because while this Brittney Griner thing is going on, um, I just want to point out some of the justice that's happening in the world, right? Somebody said, are all the officers white? Yes, I believe they were, but let's not make this a race situation. We don't like to really race bait on this channel too much. All we know is that justice was served. A lot of police officers aren't trained correctly. Um, Shout out to We the People University and Brother Abaya Adonai, who speaks in regards to proper police training as a former police officer and a gentleman who has been a guest on my show. Shout out to him if you really want to know the ins and outs, because it really doesn't have a race line to how these police are being trained these days. But we got to know our rights, secure our rights, and so forth. But justice is served in that situation. But you have a lot going on, man. You got this massive mystery sinkhole that opened up in the Chowlin Desert. Somebody said race bait question mark. No, speaking facts. Yeah, they were all white. They were all white, but I don't want to surround the conversation about them being all white. I don't want to do that. That's just not what I do on this channel. Hopefully you understand. Yes, they were all white. Yes, they were. And I do believe that we need our own people policing our environment, but that's another topic for another day. Um, but on another note, there's a mastery gaping seep hole in the Chowlin Desert, and it looks like it's going straight to the pits of hell. It looks like it's leading to the abyss. There's a lot of things going on in the world. The Most High God says in the scriptures, if He did not speed the time out, no flesh would survive what's taking place on the planet. So the world is in mourning. Um, the world is howling. The landscape is opening up. Yeah, Young Gene says, I swear it looks like hell. It looks like it's going to hell. I mean, you got people investigating it. It looks rather strange, and you've never seen this in modern history, in modern times before, but it's happening right now as we speak. So yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Lovely T. I was watching her stream about the world actually rotating even faster. The Lord is speeding up the times. This is prophecy, because He said if He didn't speed up the times, no flesh would survive what these satanic Babylonian devils are actually doing to the planet. So, that's going on, man. There's a lot. But when it comes to this Brittney Griner thing, man, the conspiracy theorist in me can't help but to just look at this situation and say to myself, I think there's an agenda in her arrest. I really do. I believe that there's an agenda. Um, I think that they're trying to make her some sort of revolutionary, for the LGBT, to be exact. Um, it's expected that she'll be swapped out for a Russian arms dealer pretty soon. That she would be basically traded like she's in an NBA damn trade or a WNBA trade, and she's on a free agent list, and they swapping her out for an arms dealer that was accused of terroristic acts. So it just seems mighty strange to me, bro. I gotta have my antennas up, because anything that's publicized on mainstream media, I feel like it has an agenda. Yeah, I feel the same way, Florida Judah. I don't understand how that swap has any benefit for us. I don't. I don't see it. Brittney Griner is an entertainer. This arms dealer was a terrorist, and you want to let him back into the world. I don't get how that's beneficial. Chaz Maserati, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says new breed, much love, but she is a pawn for the agenda and TV time to promote it. I'm sorry for her as a brother, yet she should have been more intelligent if true. But she knows her role. 100%, brother. I couldn't have stated that any better. Real talk. I absolutely agree. I want to go to her. I'm gonna go to the news clip and react here. Let's see.
Within the last hour. As we know, Griner is from Houston. She's a graduate of Nimitz High School. It was about 6 months ago when she was arrested in Russia. And today, the judge convicting her on the drug possession and smuggling charges. Now, the maximum sentence in this case was 10 years.
She damn near got 10 years.
Prosecution this morning asking for 9.5 years, but ultimately the judge decided today in sentencing that it will be 9 years, sentencing Griner to 9 years in Russian prison. Now,
that's a long time, bro. We're talking about for some CBD oils, but she had a significant amount, and she was found guilty of basically intent to distribute. Fair use. Let's continue here.
She does have 10 days to appeal this, and in its ruling today, the court said that Griner committed the crime, quote, deliberately, despite the defendant having said that it was an honest mistake. Now,
see, that's where they went wrong. Seriously, her and the lawyers did her a major disservice. You know, there's so many ways that they could have fought this case. They could have said that, hey, we had these CBD oils because I'm an athlete and I suffer from chronic pain due to the physical, to the physical demand that's on my body. And I needed these CBD oils for myself. I didn't have the intention to sell them. I had the intention of using them. That would have been a better argument instead of just not taking responsibility. That's what, listen, a lot of times when you're dealing with the court of law, when you try to so-called outsmart the jury, they're not going for that modern day woman American talk. You can't play with them like that. Russia, yes, CBD oil helps with inflammation. That's a fact. She could have said, hey, I suffer from various injuries. I was unaware of the law. Or say, I was aware of the law, because I've heard she's played in Russia quite a few times. I was aware, but this is what I use as medicine. I'm sorry I didn't go through the right municipal purposes or the right avenues to be able to bring this, but this is what it is. That would have been a better defense of, I didn't know. You can't go to other countries and pull the wool over their eyes. They don't hear that modern woman talk. You can't play stupid. You can't outsmart their system by playing stupid. Seriously. And yes, they made an entire example out of her. For those who don't know, the Russian government is no longer doing any business with America. America is not doing any business with Russia. They're not purchasing oil. America is in support of the Ukraine, funding, instigating their war. And of course, an opportunity to make an example out of American citizens, they will go about it. But I believe it's something deeper. You can call me a conspiracy theorist, but I just believe that we're dealing with theater. And at any time something is aired on mainstream media, I'm always digging beneath the surface. I'm looking at this as if she may be the new age Nelson Mandela for the LGBT community. Seriously. I mean, think about it. Let's do a comparison real quick. Nelson Mandela, unfairly in prison. Look at the similarities. After 27 years in prison, Nelson Mandela was freed in 1990 and negotiated with state president F.W. de Klerk the end of pretty much in South Africa, pardon me, and bringing peace to a racially divided country. and it led to a huge fight in human rights. It made a huge shift in human rights. Now, Brittney Griner, an entertainer, she's getting sentenced to a long sentence, although she's guilty. Um, she's gonna be. You got all these people all of a sudden. I am BG. I am BG. I am BG. Like they are literally making her a figurehead, bro. Her arrest is huge within the states. Maybe it's to bring forth a freaking some type of unity, some type of coalition with the letter group. I'm just saying, bro. It just seems that way to me. I could be looking too deep, or she could simply be war collateral, or it could be some agreements going on behind the scenes that we don't quite know about. I don't trust that Russia, America, or any other Gentile nation ain't building with each other one way or another. I just don't trust it. I don't I don't trust them. It's almost like a movie. It's almost like we watching a movie and they're just showing us so much at once. And who knows, maybe she ain't even in jail. I remember on one of the news broadcasts, the lady was like, yeah, she's eating real good. She's doing this. She's in a peaceful place. She gets to read, but it's just almost like, is she in jail? Is she really in jail? You know what I'm saying? It could be some celebrity stuff going on, all smoke and mirrors and charades. I'm just saying, bro. Anything aired worldwide, it's hard for me to wrap my mind around it. But anyway, let's peep the news here.
Ahead of the verdict this morning, Griner stood behind bars inside of the courtroom asking for leniency, offering an apology to friends and family members, saying that she had no intent to break Russian law.
Still claiming she had no intent to break the law. The Russian government, they beg to differ.
I want to also apologize to my parents.
Oh, damn. Hold up. That's her voice? Good gracious. Damn. That's the first time I heard her speaking, y'all. Hold up. She said, I'd like to apologize to my family. She sounded like Shaquille O'Neal for a second. Hold up, what?
My sibling.
Damn. Hold up.
Apologize to my parents, my sibling, Phoenix American Free Organization back at home, the amazing women of...
Damn, bro. You know what? I'm thinking the Russian government might not even know that that's a female. Damn. The Russian government, like, women's jail? What? Oh, we just threw him in jail. We didn't know what. Damn. I mean, look, Brittney Griner is 7 feet tall, y'all. She walked her 7 foot tall, long dreadlock, high yellow, big bird looking self through an airport with a bunch of illegal substances. And she didn't think for a second that the Russian government wasn't, or the Russian people at the airport wasn't going to be like, yo, check that person. I mean, seriously, like somewhere down the line, intelligence got to kick in. Like you can't just float across no airport with a bunch of drugs, being who you are, standing at 7 feet tall, coming from America. Come on, man. Shoot. Somebody said that's her voice. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone, 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 bone. Tell me what you're gonna do. Sheesh. Yeah, reality hit hard, man. That's something else, bro.
WNBA and my amazing spouse back at home.
Now, this verdict comes about 6 months after the WNBA star was arrested at a Moscow airport. Griner pleaded guilty to the drug charges last month. She also said she had no intent to break Russian law by bringing vape cartridges containing cannabis oil when she flew to Moscow in February.
If you didn't have no intent on breaking the law, why were the cartridges fake? You brung fake cartridges to disguise the drugs. They found pens with hashish. How could you tell them, like, this is what I'm talking about? This is American modern woman type of stuff. You telling these people that you didn't believe, you didn't bring this on purpose, but you brung it in a disguise. You knew you were breaking the law. That's an open and shut case. You pled guilty and then said, I didn't know I was breaking the law. Man, come on, man. You can't just play those type of games. Let's continue.
Now, Griner had previously testified that she has a doctor's prescription for medical cannabis as treatment for pain, but cannabis is illegal in Russia for both.
Oh, now she want to say she's done doing it for pain. Now, this is the first time we hearing that. They must be watching my videos. Let's go.
Medicinal and recreational purposes.
So why did you bring it in a disguise? You know, it's still, that should have been the fight that your lawyer was putting up, not a fight of, you know, you didn't know that you were bringing it over illegally because you wouldn't have disguised it. It should have been fought like this. Listen, I brung these substances over. I take full responsibility and accountability. I'm truly apologetic. But in order to play this sport, I need these drugs for municipal purposes. That's how you deal with it. It's called accountability. And that may be close to the truth, honestly. I mean, I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around the fact that she was taking all these drugs over there to actually distribute them. I'm hoping that's not the case, that she was bringing them over there to actually sell them like the Russian government is led to believe. Let's continue.
Now, again, in the courtroom today, she reiterated she had no intent to break the law, and a representative from the U.S. Embassy just responded to this verdict.
This is a miscarriage of justice. The U.S. Department of State has determined that Ms. Griner was wrongfully detained. Nothing in today's
She wasn't wrongfully detained. Stop that. Brittney Griner was over here in the States cursing America to no end, calling America anti-black. She was on this whole woke train when she was over here. And now she get to see what it's like in other countries. She's going to be kissing the ground when she comes back here. Now she's finding out that other countries ain't going for this pro-black wokety woke, left-wing liberal, basically feminist garbage and rhetoric, letter group rhetoric. Listen, no other country is going to treat the modern woman like America treats the modern woman. That's what a lot of people don't understand. You ladies can go out, going abroad to go vacation, go spend time in the beach in Jamaica and Africa and so forth, but you better not move out there with the same behaviors that you got over here. They're not going for that in other countries. That's just a fact. And also, let me say this. I want to apologize to the brother earlier that was in my chat. If you're watching the show, brother, I'm man enough to apologize. I kind of went in on you for trying to share a source with me about the woman that attends HBCU, Historical Black College, who was taking pictures in front of a statue. I apologize. I didn't understand why you were giving me that source, but I get it. I admit, when I'm wrong, my mistake, brother. I apologize to you for that. I just wanted to throw that out there. If you're watching, brother, thank you for your support, and hopefully you hear that. Let's go.
decision changes that determination.
So many questions now leading to what happens next, and likely will be continued discussion over potential prisoner swaps between the U.S. and Moscow. Russian officials had previously said that a prisoner swap would only happen after the judicial process is completed. So again, continued discussions going on right now, but we did find out today Brittney Griner convicted and sentenced.
So she's still getting parental treatment. Just because of her connection with America, she still get parental treatment. I believe she has 10 days to actually motion the court. She has 10 days to basically put in this response. I believe that's when the judicial system takes its course. All in all, it is what it is. You can't go to other countries and doing certain things. Somebody said I'm down to trade Bad Barbie. Goodness gracious. Bad Barbie's not arrested. New Breed says she's going to be the Nelson Mandela of the LGBT community. I truly believe that's the agenda. I think that's what the agenda is. Um, from what I see, if you're paying attention, they need a figurehead. You know, Jussie Smollett was trying to be that guy. Jussie Smollett was trying to be that guy that's arrested. That because listen, there's power, there's political change, there's things that happen when somebody is incarcerated. You understand? And I think that's what Jussie Smollett was trying to do, and he failed big time. He failed big time. Somebody said BG is straight trapper. See, some of y'all like, nah, she was over here trapping. She was out there with them valves. She was going cross country, and she was trying to serve the militia. How many of y'all think that she really was trying to serve dope over there? How many of y'all by show of ones think she was trying to sell dope? I'm going to do a little tally, a little survey real quick. How many of y'all believe she was trying to serve dope by show of ones? And not too many ones. All right, by show of twos. I see a few ones. By show of twos, how many of y'all believe that this is an agenda? That she's being used as some type of figurehead, the new LGBT Nelson Mandela, and this is all smoke and mirrors and charades? Or number three, she is a really stupid person. Or number three, she's really, really dumb. Like thinking is not her strong suit. She's more of an athlete, and she made a real dumb jock mistake. So I see a lot of twos and threes. So it may be a mixture of both. Somebody said all of the above. See, that's how we do it, man. We cover all bases. Somebody said, I don't think she was selling weed pens. LOL. Nah, not the actual weed itself. Somebody said all of the above. All of the above. Man, y'all might be on to something, bro. But all in all, man, let's just let this be a lesson that's learned when you traveling to various countries. Check and recheck your baggage. Do what you got to do to make sure that you're secure, and don't break the law. Follow the law of the land. It is what it is. Somebody said there's no way Brittney Griner is a woman. Oh well, see you in 9 years. Hey, it is what it is. Listen, and you gotta imagine, even if they do a prisoner swap, the American judicial system is not going to leave her in prison. They'll do a swap, and she would be out in no time. I don't know how Russian penitentiaries work, but I'm not sure. I don't believe that they do that good behavior in 2 years type of thing. But the American judicial system does, and the American judicial system takes their celebrities very seriously and put them in high regards. Somebody said, breed. It was a Russian man that the U.S. arrested years ago, and the U.S. wanted to make a swap with Russia for her, and they didn't want to do it. They left her out on a limb. Yeah, they're talking about doing it now, though, bro. They're talking about doing this swap now. And the Russian guy that was an actual arms dealer, he was actually charged with trying to commit terroristic acts on United States citizens. So it's not even a fair trade. It's not even a fair trade. Yep, U.S. Yep, you're right. USA is poking the bear, man. Prophecy shall be fulfilled. Yep, yeah, she definitely wouldn't go into general pop in America, and she definitely would be out in no time. Yeah, they call it the Yankee swap, but man, it is what it is, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to come through with this New Breed news brief. I actually did other content earlier that went on Patreon. So if you want to check that out, subscribe to follow me on Patreon. Show your support for the work at newbreed.love. I got more content coming. It's been excellent building with y'all. I thank y'all so much for catching the show. I want everybody to have an excellent evening. Hopefully this stimulated some thought, challenge your perception of what's going on in the world. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening. With that being said, shalom and peace.